This video describes the performance appraisal process using the web and mobile application. The performance appraisal cycle has the following phases. Step 1. Performance self-rating. During this phase, you'll rate each of your own objectives and a self-rating score will be displayed. Step 2. Manager rating. Your manager will now see your self-rating and will be able to submit an updated rating. It is important that line managers and employees use the agreed objectives for the year as a basis for the appraisal and substantiate their ratings with a portfolio of evidence. If you have employees reporting to you, you need to submit a rating for each employee that have completed a self-rating. Step 3. Calibration. Scores will now be reviewed and approved by line functions. You cannot make any changes via the system during this time. The final appraisal will automatically be available in the app after a certain date that will be communicated to you. Step 4. Release. As a manager, you now need to release the scores to each of your employees. Step 1. Self-appraisal. Log into the system or download the mobile application from the Google Play or App Store. Before completing your self-appraisal, please ensure that your manager is correctly linked to you. If not, link them with their email address. Further, you need to ensure that all your objectives have been accepted by yourself and your manager. You'll see a notification that you need to submit a self-appraisal. Click on Start and complete the process. Each objective requires a rating and a justification. At the end, you'll see a calculation of your final rating given the ratings on your individual objectives. Click on Submit. Your manager will receive a notification. Step 2. Manager rating. As a manager, click on My Team. You need to submit appraisals for all employees with the status Manager Appraisal Pending. Click on an employee to continue. Once in the employee profile, a banner will appear. Click on the Start button. The employee self-appraisal result is displayed. You now need to rate each objective. On each objective rating screen, you'll see objective information and the self-appraisal rating. Provide your rating and a justification. At the end, you'll see a calculation of the final rating given the ratings on the individual objectives. Click on Submit. At this point, you can still make changes to the appraisal. Make changes by using the Redo button on the employee dashboard. You can also use the Open button to view the existing appraisal. Step 3. Calibration. During this time, the score distributions will be communicated to line managers for review. You cannot make any changes to the appraisal via the system at this stage. Step 4. Release. You will receive a notification when the calibration process is complete. As a manager, you now need to release each employee's appraisal. Go to each team member's profile. A notification will indicate that the rating needs to be finalized. Open the rating and click on Finalize. On the web application, a quick way to finalize in bulk is by going to My Team and clicking on Compare Appraisal Ratings. After your manager has finalized your rating, you can access your final appraisal result. Note that the score might only be available after you have started with the following year's objective setting. To access the previous performance cycle, use the Performance Cycle switcher. Remember to change back when you're done. Thank you for using the Performance Management application.